Sorry for the interruption. Revenge of the Living Dummy. Continuing on page 86. I gripped the top of the fence so tightly my hands ached, and suddenly I heard a voice in my head. My voice. If he gets that doll, he'll wipe your mind clean. And before I even realized what I was doing, I leaped over the fence and tore through the gravestones. I tackled Slappy around the waist. I shoved him hard, away from the doll case, and with a burst of strength, I lifted the thrashing, kicking dummy high above my head. "You are dead meat, slave," he screamed. "You'll be punished for this." And then it was my turn to scream, as a powerful wave of white light blinded me and wrapped itself around me, trapping me in its beam. Chapter 21. I blinked and blinked again, struggling to fight the light. It divided in two beams of light. Car headlights. My eyes slowly adjusted, and I recognized my parents' car. Dad pushed open the driver's door and slid out. He was in his striped pajamas. "Brittany," he called, shielding his eyes with one hand. "We saw you leave. We followed you. What are you doing here with Ethan's dummy?" Slappy had gone limp. I still held him above my head. "Why are you burying Ethan's dummy?" Mom called. She stepped out of the car, wrapping her brown robe around her. "Have you gone crazy? Out here in the middle of the night? You know how important that dummy is to Ethan," Dad said. "How could you bury it? How could you do such a mean thing?" You don't understand," I gasped. I'm not burying it. I was trying." I let out a frustrated cry. "Oh, I can't explain it to you. You wouldn't understand." "We have eyes, Brittany," Mom said. "We can see the hole you dug. We can see you putting Ethan's dummy into the hole." Dad motioned for Mom to be quiet. "It's okay," he said softly. He climbed over the fence and started walking toward me, a step at a time. "It's okay, Britt. Just stay there, sweetie. Don't move. We'll get you to the doctor first thing in the morning. We'll get you the help you need." "Give Dad the dummy, dear," Mom said, "and come get in the car. We'll take care of you. You know we will." "Nick. Stay." "Give Dad the dummy, dear," Mom said, "and come get in the car. We'll take care of you. You know we will." Lying limp in my hands, Slappy giggled. "You're a big loser," he whispered. "Guess we're going home together, slave. I'll come back tomorrow for the doll, then Slappy wins for good." Chapter 22. I couldn't take that. I couldn't let him win. My anger exploded in a scream that echoed off the granite tombstones. "No!" I knew what I had to do. I jerked Slappy high over my head and with all my strength heaved him headfirst into the glass case. I heard a deafening crack as the glass split. I saw the case shatter under the dummy's hard wooden head. Slappy uttered a sharp groan as his face slammed into the doll. Yes, yes! The dummy's head smashed against the shriveled green shrunken head. They were nose to nose. I uttered a cry and staggered back as the doll began to glow. The shrunken head glowed with a white light, and the doll began to buzz. Slappy's arms and legs jerked straight out as if struck by lightning. The dummy's body jolted once, twice. Then Slappy collapsed in a lifeless heap on top of the doll case. I waited. Slappy didn't move. The Mind Stealer doll had claimed another victim. I suddenly realized that tears were rolling down my cheeks. My whole body trembled. I took a deep breath and tried to calm myself. "Brittany, what's going on?" Dad asked, stepping up behind me. It's okay," I choked out. "Really, it's all over. No more crazy dummy stories. I promise. It's all over." Mom stepped up beside me and put her arm around my waist. "I hope you're telling the truth," she said. "I am," I insisted. "Here." I gathered up the lifeless dummy and handed it to Dad. "Here, let's take it back to Ethan. Everything will be fine from now on." "Let's get you back home," Mom said. She started to guide me to the car. I took a few steps, then remembered the Mind Stealer. "One more thing I have to do," I said. "Go back to the car. I'll be there in 1 second." I waited till they began walking to the car. The dummy's arms and legs dangled lifelessly as Dad carried it away. I was finally breathing normally. I felt so happy, so relieved. Slappy was gone. His mind erased. Now I just had to deal with the Mind Stealer doll. I dropped to my knees and stared at it through the cracked lid of the glass case. The dry black lips were curled in a smile. The empty eye sockets had opened wide. I forced myself to look away. Carefully, I lifted the case off the ground and lowered it into the hole. Then I began to shove dirt over it, pawing the dirt frantically with both hands. Breathing hard, I scooped dirt into the hole until the case was completely buried. Yes! The doll was buried deep under the dirt now, hidden where it could do no more harm. I pulled myself to my feet and brushed the dirt off the knees of my jeans. My legs were trembling, my heart pounding. I took a deep breath, then I turned and started to walk away. I walked 3 or 4 steps, then I heard the voice. Slappy's voice. An ugly, crackling rasp, dry as dead leaves. Slappy calling to me from inside the buried doll. "I'll be back, Brittany. I'm a bad boy."